All right, Shalom. Giving all praise, glory, and honors unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakwadash, the blindness, the apostles, and elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. This will be an update on the coming M to the B, okay? MO to the B, MO to the TB, all right? It's spoken about in Revelation. And this article is from fiercebiotech.com. It says, sci-fi no more, Synchron implants, mind-reading device, and first U.S. patient in paralysis trial. All right, this is from July 19th, 2022. Okay, jump right in it. It says, in a milestone that could turn sci-fi, turn this off. It says, in a milestone that could turn sci-fi into fact, the first U.S. clinical trial of a brain implant that returns the power of communication to severely paralyzed people has begun. Okay, so things are moving forward with this brain technology. Okay, Neuralink is gearing up for human trials as we speak, and you also have other tech companies that have their BCIs, or what they call brain computer interfaces, and all of this is speaking right into prophecy. All right, it's all speaking and leaking right into Bible prophecy. Okay, you got to understand that the technology is one of the main things that this system, all right, the rulers of the world, these Edomites, it's what they use to propel their agenda. You know, this is why we have everything is, smart. We have these home devices, we have these smart TVs, we have these, smartphones. Everything is marketed, marketed as smart, but it's leading to you being essentially dumb and pretty much a robot. Everything, pretty much what technology does everything for you, even to the point of where they want to put technology inside of you. Okay, and of course, over the years, decades, they've always had pacemakers and other technology put into certain organs of the body, like heart pacemakers. But this technology that they're doing totally transcends that notion. Okay, I'm talking about to where this technology is going to be so advanced in their plans that pretty much you're going to be linked to the internet at all times, pretty much like a modem. You're going to be like a human wireless modem. Information going in, information going out, and it's all about control. Okay, so now these things that have begun, and they're using the health, right? The health industry, okay, the medical industry, to push the convenient uses. Okay, now it says Synchron Strentrode system was implanted in the trial's first participant at Mount Sinai West Hospital in New York City. The company announced Tuesday, kicking off an FDA-authorized study of a device that aims to convert the thoughts of people with paralysis into actions. And I mean, think about it. If they can convert your thoughts into actions, they can definitely take your thoughts and figure out your intentions. Okay? Like the title says, everything is moving from sci-fi, right? A major sci-fi movie that came out over 20 years ago was Minority Report, with Tom Cruise and dealing with pre-crime, and pretty much, he had arrested this guy that hadn't yet committed a murder. I believe it was his wife. One of these average, go to work every day, office working citizens, and then they arrested him for something that he was going to do, that he hadn't did yet, um, and pretty much everything was based off of technology and what they could figure out. So these things have already been in the minds of the elites and pushed out there through movies for decades now, and at this point, it's becoming a reality. So now it says, unlike other proposed brain-computer interfaces, right, BCIs, Synchron's BCI technology doesn't require open brain surgery or any drilling into the skull. Instead, it can be put in place in a minimally invasive surgery that takes only about 2 hours. The implantation procedure went extremely well, and the patient was able to go home 48 hours after the surgery, said Sharon Majidi, MD, the Mount Sinai neurointerventional surgeon who performed the procedure. Okay? So this is basically intervention into your neural synapses in your brain, and it's all about, really, the key word there is intervention, and into what? Into your thoughts. Okay? But of course, like I said, they're using these things to have it to where people with neurological issues can pretty much be normal again. So it says, as the name suggests, the Synchron system centers on a permanently implanted stent-like device. It's inserted through the jugular vein to reach the motor cortex of the brain, where it can pick up neurological signals denoting an individual's intended action. See, like I said, it's about intention. So there you go. All right, this is just a surface tech to move forward into other things. All right, you have to understand the way these elites think. Okay, matter of fact, let me get a scripture. All right, you have to understand how the elites think. All right, how the wicked thinks. Okay. All right. This is Psalm 64. Psalm 64 and 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily, and they say, who shall see them? And this is how they think. They think about matters that are evil, that are going to benefit themselves, but bring evil upon the world at large. All right? They're essentially supervillains, you know? And why is, you say, oh, well, people being able to move again that are paralyzed sounds like a good thing. Well, like I said, it's all about the intentions. And what I said, it's leading, all right? And how you understand how the devil does things. He does things that seem noble at first. On the surface, they seem noble. But at the end of the day, you end up finding your rights taken away. You end up finding, your watch at every move is being watched. Big Brother, things end up being worse than they were, than what the initial problem was causing. Okay? And they do these things behind closed doors because it's about them getting control, but you not understanding that you are controlled. It's a deception. It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So they go into deep searches into things on how to basically trap the people, especially our people, especially dealing with so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites. Even with this whole monkeypox thing, CNN is putting it out there that it's affecting, the black and Hispanic communities the most. Why? Because it's all about getting the tribes under their control. Everybody else is just a casualty of their cause. All right, but we're dealing with the fight between Esau, all right, which are essentially so-called white people, and Jacob, which include blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but also Israelites that look like white people and look like those of East Indian or Aboriginal or Asian, East Asian or East African, right? Descent, okay? They look like other people, all right? They may look like an East Indian, but they're Israelites. So it's all about the spirit, and the spirit of these people that are in power are Edomites. And these so-called white people, which are the wicked, which are Edomites, are doing their best to destroy God's chosen. And so if they could control the world through their power, which is through technology and weapons and warfare, then they could keep the earth going in wickedness. When you read verse 7, it says this. It says, "But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded." And that arrow is ultimately nuclear destruction, having them destroy themselves through their own technology. But this tech going into these brain-computer interfaces is all about getting the people under their control. So, the Most High can really do away with his people. That's their hope. And it will have no choice but to deal with Esau in power. Like I read in Psalm 64:7, that's not going to be so. But this is a part of their weaponry to get people further beneath them. Okay? I'm going to keep reading. It says, Synchron's Brain OS technology platform collects those signals from a receiver unit and plant it in the user's chest, then translate them in real time into clicks and keystrokes on the computer or mobile device. An additional eye tracking device is used to control the movements of the computer cursor. So, this is all like a prototype device that they want to implant and test. But best believe these things are going to be a lot more sophisticated and a lot more accessible to the doctors and the scientists and those elites that want to have these records. Okay? It says the intended result is a system, right? It's all about this system that allows people with severe paralysis to send texts and emails, access online banking and shopping services. See, this goes back to the coming mark. Okay, buying and selling. If you can, just think with your thought through technology and open your bank account, but they have access to the technology, the computer, the chip in your brain. They can just open it up like a file on a home computer or laptop. Okay? Figure out everything about you. Think about what's going on here. Okay? This is why we as Israelites, we have to be vigilant. All right? Scripture says that we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, the things that he wants to do. It says it is also complete telehealth visits and more, all using only their thoughts to control the tech, therefore returning some independence to their lives. The command trial will specifically measure the safety of the implant, as well as the ability of the Synchron system to help participants control their digital devices hands-free and improve their functional independence. It says they tried it out in Australia in 2019, and it's something that they're seeing that's moving forward. Okay, but this thing is moving quickly, with this brain technology. All right, and all you got to do is read Revelation the 13th chapter. Verses 16 on down, and you'll understand what is going on here. Remember, in your brain, dealing with your forehead, which behind your forehead, your skull is your brain. It talks about buying and selling, where people are going to be able to shop online with just a thought. Okay, it's deeper than just medical procedures and getting people to actually move at will. though they're paralyzed, this goes into something that is deeper. Like I read in Psalm 64, the heart of every one of these wicked elites are deep. So they're thinking about these things, So with that, I'm going to end it here. I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises, all glory, all honors unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.